Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is a collective reading for the third week of August, going into the first week of September. So, August 29th through September 4th. So, if you're interested in receiving messages for that particular week, stay tuned. This is going to air on Patreon first and on YouTube later. So, I've already started pulling Keeper deck cards. So, I feel like old things are dying and new things are coming. If you let these old things die and end, the new wealth will come in suddenly. This could be material wealth, but I have bad health. This could be two different stories as well. Somebody could be concerned about something, maybe some type of decision. But the first card that came out was bad health. I know my nails look like crap. I might do them today or go get them done. Bad health this year. So this can be indicative of, like I said, actual bad health, like sickness or something being in a bad condition, a bad state. I think a lot of things are in a bad state of being right now. And like I said, the old is dying. There are things that are ending and dying, and it can look like it's bad right now, and it has to kind of get worse before it gets better. So I think we're kind of seeing some of that playing out on a global scale right now. So with this card, it means poor health, a cold, minor illness, a sprain. A checkup could be in order, or illness could put you in bed. It comes to mean rest, breaks, naps. Anyone above, above would be what's going on in the upper body. Below would be, okay, this is like the positioning in the spread. The same for left or right. Things are not going as if you hope for. So you could just be resting. This card can also indicate sickness, depression, or addictions, problems like that. I feel like for a lot of you, it's just rest. Maybe you hurt yourself, but maybe that ends up being a blessing because maybe you avoid something by not being where you were so-called supposed to be. And that ends up being beneficial to you. This doesn't have to be like a cause and effect type of situation. These cards can be completely unrelated, the Kipper deck cards, but sometimes they can be linked and tell a story. So just take what fits. Some of you could be sick, resting. This could be a family member, somebody around you, somebody that you know. But I do feel like it's rest. I do feel like this is a pause. It's a time for stillness and rest. So you could be spending a lot of the time in the bed. You could just be sleeping a lot. Or like I said, maybe you injure yourself or hurt yourself and that puts you on bed rest. Something like that. Or maybe you're spending time with somebody who's on bed rest. It could vary. But anyway, it can also represent sex. You could be having a lot of sex. It's time to rest and recover now. You should retire and do nothing. So this week is a week for rest. I do strongly feel like this is like the theme of the week, and the rest of the cards will indicate whether or not that is the whole story. I'm sure that's not the whole story. There's got to be more to it, but this could just be a week for rest. Maybe we'll get into why that is, but we also have sudden wealth. We have two divine numbers or master numbers here. We have 11 and 33. So sudden wealth is here. Look at this one first. Sudden wealth could represent material wealth. It could be a monetary gift, a larger than anticipated tax refund, a bingo win, something like that. I feel like it comes to you as a result of you being home or being still or resting. All of a sudden now you're aware of this opportunity that brings in some sudden wealth. Something like that. It could also represent, watch out. Oh, wait, no. You can feel safe now. Sudden wealth announces success, affluence, gain, or profit. So maybe you get some type of sudden check, some type of sudden income. For me, it could be unexpected unemployment or something like that. And you're like, okay, cool. I don't have to go nowhere. I don't have to go to work, or I can feel safe about calling in, or I can feel safe about staying home or resting or not doing any work because I'm secure. Like I have everything that I need. All of my needs are met. Like my bills are paid. I got food in the refrigerator. I'm good. That could be what this means. I do feel like it is material though. So it's like you have whatever you physically need to be okay. You can feel safe now. It represents affluence, gain, or profit from your job. It also can show a secure partnership. You can draw from unlimited sources at the moment, but avoid being wasteful or boastful. Concern is here. So you could be concerned for some other person involved, or this could be you. It could be like some type of lotto winnings, a bonus, found money, or some type of inheritance. It is a lot of money, but if it is far away from the large spread, the money is out of reach. When it's not about money, it can describe a nearby card as a lot. So somebody could be very sick or very concerned. But I do feel like there is something to be gained here in the physical. I'm going to clarify each one of these cards. Somebody could have a lot of concern, a lot of worry, a lot of mental angst, confusion, inability to focus, or even depressed mental states. And if that is you, then that's all the more reason to rest and just focus on healing and clearing that energy. Maybe you're just being, maybe you're sensitive to other people's energies right now. Maybe you're sensitive to your own energies right now, and it's just best that you rest. It can represent being deeply pessimistic. It also describes ambiguities in our daily life, maybe the sense of lacking in career prospects or having fear related to the lack of specialist knowledge or information. In some cases, it can also convey concentration problems. In a relationship matter, it warns against being played by your own pessimism and worries. Try to find clearness. This card is a warning to consider the surrounding cards very carefully. It can speak to profound worry, rejection, deception, pessimism, confusion, or lack of freedom. Relates to depression and despair. It signals lost hope. So I feel like some of you could be going through some type of depression, or you could just be feeling sad. If you allow that to if you allow that to intensify and magnify, that can cause some additional issues and like kind of affect your like your mood, can affect your health to the point where it makes you depressed so much so that you end up in the bed or you're falling ill with some other situation. But there's something to be gained here. Sudden wealth is still here. It is a great card. I won't say that these two cards overpower this energy. I do feel like that the potential for those negative energies to be amplified is there, but it's just like those tests that have you in the corner and put you up against the wall. It's like it's not meant to be easy to really shape you and help you grow. So I'm going to start clarifying these cards. I'm also going to pull some quantum oracle cards. So let's look first at bad health. Show me bad health, please, for the collective. Are these cards upside down? They are. Crazy, I can feel the difference energetically. I don't really use reversals too much. If they flip around in the reverse, cool, but I don't mix my deck on purpose. I don't know. It just bothers me. Sometimes I do. Bad health, please. Show me bad health. Thank you. So you have the King of Swords. I do feel like it's mental exhaustion, mental depression, the way you're thinking, or your mind has been so made up about something. You've been thinking the same way for so long. This is built up over some time, someone's mindset, or the way you think or the way you decide things. Yeah, the Page of Swords representing a need to be more curious, a need to think outside of the box, a need to kind of shed that old of what you are so 100% sure on and start asking questions, become more curious and be open to gaining information. I have to clarify this King of Swords. The way he's looking at me is just like, King of Swords, please. King of Swords. King of Wands. Yeah, so somebody could be communicating in a very arrogant and fiery way. This could be arguments. This could just be conversations that are heated, or that people are very arrogant and stern and very sure of themselves. And somebody could just be seeking clarity, asking questions, wanting to know the truth. But this almost feels like somebody's ego. Let's get one more. Show me one more. It almost came out in the reverse. So this could be kind of tyrannical. Somebody using their power for abuse. King of Swords. Temperance. Okay. Temperance. Something is being exposed. Something is coming out so that it can be balanced. Or this energy is trying to be balanced. So if this is you, maybe you're being put kind of like on bed rest. Spirit is putting you on timeout so you can balance your emotions and kind of get your attitude in order. It could be that somebody is frustrated, burnt out, and you have children, or there's children around you that are curious and don't understand why you're in such energy, such a powerful energy to be in. Because this is great for like business. It's very headstrong, but it feels almost like one more person say one more fucking thing to me, I'm going off. And it feels like you have the power to cut with your words and to be very hurtful and to say things in a very brutal and blunt way. And it could be children present. You could be doing this to a child, or you could just need to get into this energy of receptivity, like where you're just open to asking questions and being curious and seeing what comes out. But this feels very stern, arrogant, and like, I have all the answers. There's nothing you can tell me. Temperance is here, so there is balance being brought into the situation, or at least Spirit is trying to balance the situation. So that can mean that this card to me is like yin and yang. It's like a guardian angel stepping in, providing an out. Show me Page of Swords, please. Page of Swords is here, Two of Swords. So yeah, it's whatever this energy is, it's leaving somebody confused. This could totally be your inner child, just confused, not feeling like they have enough information, which I can see how that fits on a global scale. Like you could be asking questions and being met with ambiguity or attitude or forcefulness. I said what I said type of energy. And it's like, but I still don't get it. Could you explain it another way? Temperance is here trying to create balance. The Two of Swords is also like an indecisive energy. So you could feel like, I'm still curious. I still have questions. I don't know enough information to make a decision, but Temperance could be coming in to provide an out. Like I said, to provide a detour to help you gain, or at least create a pause in the situation so that the clarity can come. So this could be a lot of mental activity internally or conversations with other people. Thoughts and ideas are very prominent here. Now I'm going to look at sudden wealth. Hey, y'all. I'm so posturally deviated. I keep punching I need a massage very badly. Sudden wealth, please. Sudden wealth. Show me sudden wealth. Show me concern. Concern, please. So we have the Queen of Wands. So there could have been an investment that went sideways, or you put your time, energy, effort, or money into something and it didn't quite turn out like you thought it would. The Queen of Wands is here. I do feel like there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of passion here. But I think also Spirit needs you to sit still to kind of calm, like simmer down a little bit so that you can think clearly, because this King of Wands is probably like that passion, that drive, that excitement, that fiery energy could be driving your decision making or the way you speak and communicate and your thoughts. So that could be causing some issues with other people, and Temperance is coming in to try to like balance things out. So like, no, you sit still before you fuck something up, before you hurt somebody's feelings, before you piss somebody off or something like that. And then we have the Queen of Wands, again, more fiery energy. And then the Five of Cups. So there's a feeling of loss or mourning. Maybe somebody's felt like they've lost some type of creativity. So maybe somebody feels like they're missing out on a feminine figure. So this could be, I do feel like this is a masculine figure feeling like they lost, mourning this Queen of Wands. So if this is you, because I know a lot of my viewers are women, and then of course my women's groups, but there could be some type of mourning, sadness. Sudden wealth, though, I'm like, this is clarifying sudden wealth. That's what's throwing me off. But it does also describe the nearby cards as many or a lot. I do feel like there is a lot of fiery energy, a lot of productivity, a lot of things that look good, but maybe not necessarily feel good with the Five of Cups being here. Like there's an element of loss or insecurity. Like all is not lost, but there's sadness, there's disappointment, or even depression. Depression is here in a few different ways. We have the Four of Cups that came out in the reverse. So somebody could be rejecting new opportunities, feeling like they need something new, but just being kind of stubborn. Or they could be coming out of this, but I feel like maybe there's some arrogance. It's making it a little bit difficult to do so. I'm going to put the Four of Cups back. Show me Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups in the reverse and Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like somebody's attitude is allowing them to miss out on the point. There could be some selfishness. There could be some lack of compassion. There could be some jealousy, some emotional manipulation, but it's causing a new opportunity or solid opportunity to kind of be missed out on, or it's like somebody kind of drops the ball. That could have happened to you or in somebody else's experience, and that could be what they're mourning. With the Five of Cups being here, like some opportunity was missed due to emotional immaturity. Maybe you said something thinking that everything was fine and you really hurt somebody's feelings, and because of that you missed an opportunity. And then like you could be feeling really unbothered about it. I'm saying you, but this could apply to anybody in or around, in the situation, around the situation, in your life, around you. So this could be internally or externally. Let's look at the Five of Cups. Page of Wands in the reverse. So not wanting to explore to see what else is out there. Could be feeling a little bit pessimistic. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. The Page of Wands reversed is also, you could be denying spiritual messages or suppressing your spiritual energy. Like you can get spiritual insight or like a flash of insight and you'll dismiss it or won't take it seriously, things like that. It can also just be like missed opportunities. It could be communication that is messy, passive, inarticulate. So it's like you missed out on something pretending like you didn't want it. It's like there's some dishonesty here and there's some arrogance here. And I feel like somebody's inner child is still confused and still has questions because of the way the ego possibly is handling this. There could be some wounded feminine energy here with the Queen of Cups reversed. Let me look at this one real quick. The Queen of Cups reversed. I think it's so funny that I was talking about, yeah, I don't really do reversal cards. And then a whole bunch of cards came out in the reverse. So somebody could be definitely uncertain about something, unsure. That's a repetitive message here. Unsurety, lack of clarity, sadness, depression. So the lack of clarity is causing some depression. But I think also it's a reflection of how this person lacks clarity and chooses not to acknowledge what is real and what is true, how they honestly feel. They could be getting that reflected back to them with other people in other situations, and that could be causing a depression. And it's like sometimes spirit has to break you all the way down so you can hear clearly, so you can listen. Because as long as there's like when you're in the bed, that's when people start, oh God, please help me understand. I just want my life to go back. So you start pleading out and you begging, and now all of a sudden you're all ears to the signs, to the messages that were always present that you just ignored and dismissed. So now spirit has gotten you still for a moment so that you can hear what needs to be heard and listen this time. So with the Page of Wands reverse, I do get a malevolent energy from this, but I feel like it's not powerful enough to actually do damage. It just feels like a meddling child. No, the Queen of Cups is what I wanted to look at. Just kidding. I forgot that fast. I started rambling. Queen of Cups. In the reverse, manipulation or jealousy. So I do feel like somebody was jealous about maybe your arrogance was an imitation. I'm saying you, but this could be somebody else because I'm thinking about a situation where it may apply to me too. Maybe somebody's arrogance is triggered by someone else's authenticity. And maybe that's the thing that makes you a little bit jealous. Like, oh, I wish I could embody that. But instead of trying to embody that, you just amplify your false nature or your facade. And that causes you to miss out on opportunities and probably hurt people's feelings. And it's like on the exterior, you seem unbothered and not worried, but you're really confused. You're lacking spiritual direction and you're mourning the situation very sad because it was an opportunity for sudden wealth or for like a big come up, perhaps. That makes more sense to me. So for concern, we have somebody brooding in their thoughts, really worried about what could go wrong. Possibly it is pessimism again. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles that came out kind of like in the sideways. So it's like it wants to be reversed, it wants to be upright. But this represents somebody reaching some type of security. And for me, a lot of the time, this does feel like it's involving like a relationship or romantic situation in a sense. For a lot of the times, this can mean like insecurity when it comes out like that, or in the reverse, like somebody can be insecure. It's like you have every reason to be secure, but they're still concerned. So they could be in this place where they're kind of picking themselves apart or looking through all of the material things and like, do I really even value these things? Like, do I value the way I present myself? But it is that season, like Uranus is retrograde. So now we're deeply reflecting on all of the things that feel inauthentic to us, where we're not authentically expressing ourselves or being our true selves, where we're holding back or wearing a mask and kind of undoing some of those things. So show me Nine of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Whew. So this is a lot. Queen of Pentacles reverse can mean like somebody's not taking care of their responsibilities or just very, very selfish. Like the Queen of Pentacles can be like your earthly mother. So instead of like your mother doing things that was best for you, she did what was best for her. It can represent self-preservation and dependence as well. So I feel like somebody's not able to truly love themselves because they haven't been allowing themselves to truly explore themselves and get to know themselves. So there are parts of you that you kind of resent because you haven't allowed them to come out and just be. You haven't accepted them fully because you haven't fully gotten to know them. It's kind of what this feels like. It can be like debt, like spending your money on unnecessary things, like being untrustworthy with finances or property, not taking care of your home correctly, being insufficient with the way you take care of others. It can show insecurity. Yeah, I do feel like it's a deep insecurity that somebody has, like, you've allowed things to validate your insecurity rather than getting to know yourself. It's like if you keep operating in your facade and you keep building that facade, your true self gets buried and buried and buried. So of course you can't love something that you haven't even allowed to come into the light fully. So there's some deep insecurities here. Maybe somebody's concerned because they don't know how to undo this. They don't know how to, maybe you realize what the problem is and now you're just like, okay, but how do I fix this? Because this is Pentacles energy. So this has happened over some time. Somebody could actually be 33 years old or approaching 33. Or 33 could be the age when they start to realize like, damn, I've been insecure for a long time, or I have been contributing to my own insecurity for so long, for so many years. How do I undo this? Because it's such a learned behavior that your muscle memory is wired to go that way. So now that you've become conscious of it, you have to put action towards undoing, and that seems difficult. And the thought of doing so and not knowing where to start can be depressing. So this week can just be a moment in time to just gain clarity and to just first just get peace of mind with coming to accept the situation as it is and go from there. I'm going to pull up some of these cards, but I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from the Quantum Oracle deck. It may relate to these cards, it may not. Some of these cards could be completely related to one another, and they could be 3 different stories, 2 different stories, 1.5 different stories. I don't know. I'm just here to do my job. Any Quantum Oracle cards for the collective for August 29th through September 4th, 2021? Thank you. So I have 7 of Consciousness, victim mentality. Bingo! I was feeling it. I think somebody's learning that victim mentality, feeling sorry for oneself, hurting other people's feelings, pretending like you don't understand, or ignoring certain information and still asking questions and like, no, but I'm still curious. I still want to know. It's like the information is there. You can no longer run from yourself. It's like spirit is sitting you down in a corner or in a bed and making you face yourself. And it's like the more denial that you go into, the more sick you get. It's kind of how it feels in this situation. It's like once you start being honest with yourself and recognizing how you've played a role in your own shit and how adding to the shit pile and covering it up does not make the smell go away. you're going to get to a point where you're like, I really don't want to shovel this shit out of here. I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. How am I going to do this? I got to do this all by myself. You made the mess all by yourself. So I think Spirit is putting some people into a corner where it's time for them to start using some intuition and manifestation. And in order for you to connect with your intuition, you have to connect with your soul, which means connecting with your authentic self and cutting out the victim mentality. We have the victim mentality sitting in the corner. I do feel like this is a masculine figure. So for some of you, this could be your own masculine energy, but this could be a man or male in your life that, actually, I'm going to keep these cards down in case I have to refer back to them. But let's read from the Quantum Oracle deck to see what these two cards are about. I'm going to read victim mentality first because this one came out upright and then this one came out on the back side. So we have 3 of Spirit, 7 of Consciousness. So yeah, I think somebody is becoming conscious of their own victim mentality. That can be depressing. Like, damn, I'm responsible for all this shit. I tried to blame on everybody else. It's like, that's a huge realization. And it's almost becoming undeniable. And I think it pisses somebody off too, because it's like, you become sure with the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Pentacles right here. But it also makes you upset in a way. You see this fist balled up? She ready to punch somebody. And it's almost like pretending like you don't know is going to make you even more confused. Like, you know, but there is balance trying to be created here. We got 11 and 33. There is balance trying to be created here. All right, so taking your power back, upright. A man hunched over in a corner with the rope tied around one wrist. The other end of the rope is tied to a bedpost. Next to him is a picture of a waterfall with the water flowing out of the picture splashing around him. Though the water represents his spirit trying to lift him, the man feels hopeless, resigned to his situation, even though he has the freedom to untie the rope and leave. This is exactly, it's like this self-inflicted place of sickness. And it's like, you fully know internally what's going on. The more denial you're in, the more you lie to yourself, the more sick you get. But it's like, to the world, you play it off as, oh yes, I'm such a victim. This keeps happening to me. And it's like, you're really not helping yourself. And it could be that other people around you are starting to get hit to your bullshit. And that's what kind of wakes you up and flips a switch within your consciousness. Like, okay, I can't keep up this charade. I can't keep doing this. Or you might just get sick of your own shit. I strongly feel like for my women viewers, this is a male figure going around you going through this, somebody in your life or somebody close to you. This could be happening to a few of you, but I highly doubt that, because y'all are the ones seeking the guidance, seeking intuition and guidance and advice and things like that. So it says you could have a victim consciousness about the situation you're in or about your life in general. Although you are feeling powerless, unable to direct your destiny, you are like the man in the card. You have the power to untie yourself, stand up, take action, and move on. And I feel like somebody just doesn't want to do that, because that also means owning up to all of the shit that caused that. And it's like, when you get to the point where you're kind of like on your deathbed, in a sense, like metaphorically or physically or actually, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, the people who love you just want to see you do better. Nobody's on some I told you so shit. But if you are thinking that like, oh, they're going to be right, you're still operating in your ego. Your ego is going to have your ass fucking dead and alone if you allow it to run the show, because it operates on fear. And it feels like it needs to protect you from things that are actually designed to save you. And your programming just doesn't know how to differentiate healing from scary shit. So anyway, there's something so disabling in the victim mentality. It creates paralysis of will and energy that keeps you absolutely stuck. Your attitude may come from the situation or from a power-hungry person trying to control your life. Your mindset may be sourced in a story from your past where your power was stripped away. Either way, you must untie yourself from this negative pattern. Open yourself to the strength of your spirit and reclaim your right to direct your own life. Even if you've had this powerless view for a long time, it's time to stand up for yourself now. The affirmation for this card is I always have the right to make my own choices. I have the strength and the courage to live in my power every day. It could be that somebody has seen this as an example. I do feel like there's a mother figure here who operated very heavily in this energy, and because of that, you adopted that. But once you realize it's wrong, it's like breaking away. And I understand what that's like in the beginning of your spiritual awakening. It's like when you start realizing, like, I'm nothing like my family. How are they so toxic? I love you, but I have to stay away from you. That tug of war, that inner pull that happens can make you feel like you're stuck, like you have to just be where you are because you don't have enough information on how to move. But I feel like intuitively, your guides, your spirit guides are here to try to help direct you. But it's like I don't want to leave them behind. It's like, really though, you're going to miss out on your blessings because you have the opportunity to change and grow and do better, and everybody else doesn't want to. So you're going to stay there with them. And then you'll sit there and complain like, oh, I could have been XYZ, or I could have done this with my life, but y'all was holding me back. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of victim mentality. You probably know somebody like that in your life where they try to blame all of their shortcomings on somebody else. So this is an opportunity for someone, possibly you or someone near you, to break that pattern. Untie the bedpost. You see how it's tied to his wrist up here and then down here on the bedpost. Literally, you could just pick the bed up and just leave it. He's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and drown? Or are you going to just leave? Because the situation is that simple. Maybe you're worried about whose feelings you're going to hurt, but I think that's because of this insecurity. And I think also Spirit wants to isolate you so that you can realize that the things that you're worried about are not even of you. All right, 3 of Spirit. Give me a like and a comment if this is making some sense. I forget to ask for that. And you're more than welcome to send any donations if you like. I forget to ask for that also, but you're more than welcome to. Okay, so 3 of Spirit. Come on. The crystal ball. So this is a big old crystal ball she's sitting in front of. I know my computer webcam is not the best. So this is a big crystal ball she's sitting in front of, and she's like a fairy looking creature. So it describes the card. I'm just going to read the description of the card. This card upright is telling you that you have the clarity to create the vision that you want and the energetic ability to make it real. You have the power of manifestation, and it's time to take that seriously. Also, you've been thinking of developing a career or an avocation in the art of mediumship or oracle card readings. This card is giving you the green light. Your intuitive powers are expanding. So open up to the messages that you are so clearly able to receive. And the affirmation for this card is, my intuition is clear. My vision for the future is strong. I am capable of seeing and manifesting my greatest dreams and desires. This reading, y'all. Ooh, Lord. I feel like it's like the best thing in your life is so close if you just allow yourself to have it. Some people are so addicted to the victim mentality that they will miss opportunities just so that they can complain about it and validate, I'm such a victim. This keeps happening to me. And it's like you keep allowing it to happen to you. Somebody's not able to take control over their ability to create their own destiny for themselves. And Spirit is trying to sit them down to make them see, if you follow me, if you follow your higher self, if you follow your intuition, then you get what you want. But I think this also has to come with mourning and getting rid of these stagnant emotions of missed opportunities, past situations that didn't work out, emotions, trauma. You're just harboring old emotions and bitter emotions. That bitterness is definitely present here with the Queen of Cups reversed. Somebody's very, very bitter about a missed opportunity in particular. There's some resentment. Somebody could also feel like they want to get some type of revenge. I'm just getting that from that Queen of Wands. Show me intuition and manifestation, please. Okay. Ace of Pentacles and the World reverse. So there is a new opportunity. Like, it seems like whenever the new opportunity presents itself, it is very solid and it has a lot of potential. But the World card being reversed there is like there's something you're not learning. There's a lesson not learned. There's a chapter that it cannot close in order for this new opportunity to come in. Or you get the opportunity and then it's quickly missed because of stubbornness and not learning the lesson. Let's go to the resources real quick to make sure I'm not missing any keywords about the world. That is also Saturn too. Well, technically, I think the world, I could be wrong about that. I know I associate the earth. It is a fixed sign, so Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And if you approach the situation like you always have, you're going to get the results that you always do. So Spirit is trying to attune you to see the, what am I doing? The world is the last part of my major arcana. Spirit is trying to make you aware of what needs to be done differently. But if you're too stubborn, you'll end up right back in the same situation. And it could be like these opportunities that, yeah, it is Saturn. Okay, I'm not tripping. Get thrown at you like one after the next, one after the next, one after the next. Somebody could be skeptical about something, like feeling like, okay, well, what's going to be so different if I try it like this? Have you ever tried it? You only will know from experience. Like, and I feel like this is a lot of people that this could be a lot of people connected to you, around you, maybe not you. Greatness is still to come, but it's delayed. It's like a new opportunity is there. There is a solid potential for a fresh start and a new beginning, but you have to kind of learn the behavior. It could indicate that you're consciously and knowingly in denial. I just wanted to validate what I already knew. Let's pull one more for the World card. I do feel like somebody is strongly living in denial, and that's why I feel like it's plain stupid. Like, I don't know what to do. I have so many questions. Things are not clear. I don't know which way to go. And it's like, do you really though? Because we got the King of Swords here. You know, you're just being arrogant and stubborn. You know, you're just trying to act like you don't know. But you can't fool yourself and you can't fool Spirit. Show me the World card reversed. Thank you. We have the Four of Cups. Doesn't want to change the behavior. This is new opportunities for compassion, needing a new environment, needing things to change, just needing new interests, needing a new routine, but not feeling so depressed that you're not even wanting to try. The World card. Please show me the World card. Thank you. We have the Five of Swords. So somebody, again, going into the situation very pessimistically, feeling like, oh, it's not going to work out anyway. I'm just going to lose anyway. And if this is somebody that, if you're watching a reading to get clarity on somebody else, this is probably what they're going through. It's not going to work out like I wanted to, or it's just going to, it's very pessimistic. It can also represent some type of competition. Spiteful, yeah. Somebody could feel like there's some type of unfair advantage. And I think the advantage is just not living in denial. Yeah, so it feels very spiteful. It's like bitterness. And it's like, no, I'm not going to do it because it's like, then you have to admit, there's a lot of pride. Then you have to admit that these people were right all along, that it wasn't them, it was you. And somebody has so much pride and they're so arrogant that they don't want to do this. I do feel like this is going to resonate with a few fire signs or fire sign placement. Let's get some crystals for you that can assist you, soften the blow, or help you with this transition. I may pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Let's get the crystals first. Wisdom of the Oracle, I have to read from the description. And it might take me a little while to find it because it's a PDF version. So I don't want this reading to be super, super long. Any crystals for the collective based on this spread? Is that citrine or smoky quartz? Citrine. Herkimer Diamond. One more crystal for the collective based on this spread. Thank you. Agate. Agate wanted to come out first, but it didn't, and it came out anyway. So great. Citrine. This is kind of what it looks like. It's how it can look. What is it? A must-have for wannabe makers of art. How noble, and money. How gauche. I don't know. Citrine is a pale gold to smoky brown quartz. Those candy yellow citrines found in the shops are actually heat-treated amethyst, which is another beast altogether. Who needs it? Anyone with a big idea or a big dream, probably you. Where to put it? Wherever you set intentions. Placing some citrine in your pocket each morning makes an energetic statement like greatness is out there and I'm coming for it. When to use it? When it's time to really get on your grind and start creating the tomorrow of your dreams today. Manifest your masterpiece. And I think it's time to tune out everybody else around you. If this applies to you or the person, some person that you know, it's time to quit worrying about, oh, what are people going to think? It's about your soul's growth, and your ego is the only one concerned about all those little minor petty things that don't matter. So you have to talk to your inner child, talk your inner child down and show them that you're the boss. You have to be the boss of your own life and start acting like it. Herkimer Diamond. They're not in fact diamonds. They are extra hard, clear quartz beauties with their own alluring energetic properties found in New York's Mohawk Valley. The clarity in two naturally faceted ends, double termination of Herkimers earned their diamond moniker. Who needs it? Reiki masters, travelers on the spiritual path, highly sensitive people. I do feel like whoever this is very sensitive, but not in an empath way, just very sensitive. And this can be due to trauma, due to childhood, due to upbringing, due to many things, many prior experiences. And travel on a spiritual path, I do feel like your spirit is, temperance is here, and we have the page of the page of wands reversed. So I feel like spirit is trying to speak and communicate to you, but you're suppressing it because of programming. Where to put it? In spaces you want to zone as sacred. When to use it? When you're reaching for clearer than ever through spirituality, therapy, or healing work. Brush off all those unwanted vibes with Herkimer Diamond. Power wash your energy. Yeah, definitely think that's needed. And agate, this is a great crystal to help you stay grounded. It comes in many forms. Agate it says fire agate are two different types. Oh wait, elegant blue lace agate and iridescent fire lace agate are two. Agate has its own unique vibe, but they all promote the energy of wherever you are, be there. Who needs it? Work-life balance strugglers. Where to put it? Wherever you need more stability in your life. When to use it? When you want to get into your body, try fire agate. When too much screen time has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit eco, try the far from aptly named moss agate, which neither contains moss nor technically is an agate, but can still hold it down. Find your solid ground. So I think there is a need for you to get grounded in your authenticity, in your personal reality, not the reality that others have created around you, so that you can grow spiritually. Because if you do not have roots, you cannot grow tall. So I think somebody's trying to reach for spirituality to help answer the questions that they have deep down inside, but they have not connected with their roots yet. So spirit is hitting a plateau. The growth with spirit is hitting a plateau, and your angels or your guides are like, hey, remember that lesson I kept trying to give you that you like, nah, I don't need that, or I got that. It's here. And it's like, if you're in school, right? And you passed all your tests except this one test. And it's like, you need to pass this test to go on to the next level. You can't finesse your way out of that. These people are like, yeah, that's a cool story, bro, but you still got to pass this test. So either you're going to pass it or you're going to stay right here and everybody else going to move on without you. Your choice. So I think somebody's getting to this realization with, God damn it, I got to do this shit and I didn't want to do it and I put it off for so long. So now it's going to be even harder. And it's so out of reach. But in order for me to do it, it's like, I really want to take this step. I really want to take this opportunity. Maybe somebody's offering you some type of assistance and you're being stubborn. But that's what the concern is coming from. The worrying is coming from, the brooding. Maybe somebody's been priding themselves on being independent and doing it all on their own, but realizing that they don't know how to do this part on their own and that they've pushed out all of the people in their lives who do know how to do this part. I am going to go ahead and pull the Wisdom of the Oracle card at this point. Let's see what additional messages there are for you. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. If you feel like you've gotten all the answers, you're more than welcome to stop watching here if you want to book a personal reading or connect with me on social media. The links will be in the description at some point. You can also visit anythingbutordinary.us to connect with me on social media, to send me a donation, or to book a personal reading. You can also see my online store there, which will probably be moved to Shopify very soon. Any additional messages for the collective based on this spread for August 29th through September 4th? Blessed. 22, another card, another master number. So again, more indication the spirit is trying to support balance, bring in balance and harmony. Let's get this deck up. Wisdom of the Oracle. So we have Blessed. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Oh, nice. All right, Blessed. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. Look, sudden wealth. It can come suddenly if you submit and go with the process, right? Oracle's message: there are two moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. Divine intervention. Love those keywords that represent these cards. Love that. All right, I'm so glad I decided to pull this card. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you, and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. The relationship message: you are moving toward a deepening of intimacy and a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to take this. You are meant to make this connection, this union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you can see evidence of grace in your life. The prosperity message. Let me blow this up a little bit. Unexpected windfalls and good fortune come your way now. You're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that have stymied your success, stymied, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. Stymied is a word. I'm gonna say stymied. That's what it looks like. Stymied your success seems to disappear on their own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now, and don't forget to share them. For some of you, there could be a blessing that wants to come in that you don't feel worthy of, and that you allow victim mentality to prevent you from accepting. Protection message: humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You did not gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. Oh, I feel like that is a message for more than a little bit of folks. This does feel like a rock bottom where somebody knows it's time to do what you've been in denial about the whole time, and you can play stupid all you want to, but you cannot run from spirit or yourself. So, I was not expecting this message to be that real, but If it fits, it fits. I hope it helps. If it don't, apply, let it fly. Please give me a like, subscribe to my YouTube page. And for Patreon, there's going to be exclusive content there as well as early content. So if you're interested in joining me there, I would love to have you. There's a low, there is a very low tier level available. So if you just want to send me a regular donation, the lowest tier is $3 a month. You still have access to my blog content, but you won't see the readings early. So I appreciate you watching this reading. Please like, subscribe, and comment if it helped you, or if you know a friend who this resonates with, please feel free to comment below. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Thank you. Bye.